Bono, 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 Bono.
Welcome to the Fergie Show, late night show, and today's topic is Singapore. And today we have our special guest here, your boy Bruce Woo Roberek on Singapore economy. The expert of all experts in Singapore economy.
Hi there, Fergie.
Hi there, Bruce. What is so special about Singapore economy? Tell me a little
Singapore's
bit.
economy is a highly developed capitalist mixed economy. It relies on two things: tourism and exports. Some exports it has is electronics and chemicals. They import natural resources and raw goods. Singapore has a very small surface area of 700 kilometers squared. It lacks both arable land and natural resources like fuels, metals, and minerals. So that is why they need to import raw goods and natural resources. The country has a flourishing import and export trade with China, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Japan, South Korea, Malaysia, Saudi Arabia, and the U.S.
She gotta say please.
Say please.
And I know they really wish we would ball till we fall. I'm the big bad wolf, there's a full moon, y'all. Toss the money in the acre.
Okay, so our next thing we're going to learn about Singapore on today's Fergie Night Show is Singapore history. And unfortunately, our person who talks about that is not going to make it today because he unfortunately has strep throat. So we're going to give him a call.
Singapore's history. The written history of Singapore goes back to the 3rd century. During World War II, Singapore was taken over and occupied by the Japanese from 1942 to 1945. When the war ended, Singapore reverted back to British control. Lee Kuan Yew was the first Prime Minister of Singapore. Singapore has come a long way to become what it is today. In 1959, the growth of nationalism led to self-government, and the country's first general election, the People's Action Party won a majority of 43 seats, and Lee Kuan Yew became the first Prime Minister of Singapore. In 1963, Malaysia was formed, comprising the Federation of Malaysia, Singapore, Sarawak, and North Borneo, now known as Sabah. Singapore became an independent country on August 9th, 1965. Singapore was founded in June 3rd, 1969. In 1990, Singapore has become one of the most successful nations. Hamilton Yaakob won the elections throughout a walkover and was inaugurated as the 8th president of Singapore on the 14th of September 2017, becoming the first female president of Singapore.
Unfortunately, another person could not make it today, and that person is Michaela. And she was due because traffic. She couldn't get here in time. And she is the person about Singapore culture and daily life. So hope you learn something from there. Bye.
Hi, it's Michaela, and I'm doing Singapore culture and daily life. The people who live in Singapore are called Singaporeans. Buddhism, Taoism, Islam, Hinduism, Christianity are their principal religions. They also have Sikhism, Judaism, and the non-religious people. They eat fish, rice, chicken, vegetables on almost a daily basis. The average male life expectancy is 81.1 years. The average female life expectancy is 86.1 years. Their main sports are football and rugby. Forks and spoons are used, but Chinese food is eaten with chopsticks, and Indian and Malay food may be eaten with hands. The three main meals are breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Most meals are eaten hot. Their freedom of religion. There is freedom of religion with some expectations. Singapore has been described as one of the most religious countries.
Fun fact, folks, I am the expert in climate in Singapore. So here is some facts about the climate in Singapore. It is near the equator and has a tropical climate. It also has a lot of rainfall. I mean, a lot. It is also high humidity all year round, so it's pretty hot there. Right now it's about 80 degrees. And it also has two monsoon seasons separated by monsoon periods. The northwestern monsoon occurs from December to early March, and the southwest monsoon is from June to September. And it can also have a heavy rainfall. I mean, heavy. Another fun fact for here today is it rains an average of 167 days in a year, which means it rains about 167 days out of 365. The average day temperature is usually not falling below 23 to 24 Celsius, and the average night temperature is usually not rising above 31 to 33 Celsius. Singapore is a small, heavily urbanized island state in Southeast Asia. It is also located at the end of Malan Peninsula between Malaysia and Indonesia. Its main territory is shaped like a diamond. There are 5.607 million people that live in Singapore. They have no natural lakes, and they also have hills and valleys. So hope you guys learned something new on the climate and landscape in Singapore. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the talk show, Fergie Live, and hope you guys learned something new about Singapore.